Okay, hi, hello, Sam. Happen to be here. Eat it. I also conveniently actually start stream right about when it should start. Conveniently. Okay, anyways. I quite kind of forget where we were. I believe we got new digs, that's about it. It was like the only real main thing that happened last stream. Got new outfits for everyone. So, anyways. Cold outside almost took me by surprise. By that I mean the lack of it. The clothing Ash made for me kept the frost down, the warmth in. Snuggled down into my coat, relishing in the comfort. He's just really talented, isn't he? Also, am I mistaken? Where the fuck is my audio? Didn't disable anything, no? Will I take you to the best when did you really doubt me? Oh, he's Elsa now. I guess. By the way, I'm not mistaken, like, there's no one talking, right? Was there log? Can I... Story filled up the sky and turned surroundings. Really, don't hate. What the fuck?
I guess it's my turn.
I mean, like, all the settings are all the way max, so I don't know. Wait. No, that's on. No, it's on, because I select on and it lights up. And it's been on this entire time. You know what? Sure. You know what? Whatever. I'll click that and see if that changes. Nope. What the fuck is going on? Cool, we didn't even get that far in before it became scuffed already. Cool.
I guess it's my turn. I guess it's my turn.
Fuck it. There's no audio. What is going on? Wait, let me see. If I load a different file.
Why don't we start with a little fear?
Okay. There is okay, I think it's bugged at this point. I think there might be something missing for this part here. So I guess we have to read until something gets fixed. He's really talented, isn't he? Let me take you to the best. Why? Did you really doubt me? No, of course not. I'm just surprised at how much of a difference it makes. No, not even remotely in the mood to do that. Thus already filled up the sky and turned out surroundings orange. It really did take all day. What's this about a ball? Is there any way for us to get in? I was going to the less in. We could sneak in, but maybe you're better off asking Moneybags over there. Oh, you mean me? Well, I had an invitation, but I was kind of uninvited when I got grounded. Oh. Look towards Fawn. I'm sorry, I can't really think of any great ideas. I've never been to anything like that before. Sneaking in could work, though. Oh, I have an idea. This will be great. I could get 2 of you in as my manservants. Gotta be kidding me. Why only 2? Don't be silly. 3 master servants would be preposterous. Be gay, do cry. Well, only crime will do here, gay ones. Can't exactly attend myself, seeing as I'd run into my mother, but I should be able to get a couple of people in and get home before she knows I'm gone. I'll do it. Rain will too. Oh, Leos, is that okay? Shrugged at me, not looking all too concerned. You do whatever you want. There's not too many ways you could mess this up, at least. That was almost a compliment. I'll take it. What now, then? Go home and double-check the details for tomorrow. Oh, and before I forget, give me a pile of heavy coins in a small satin bag. These might come in useful, just in case I'm not around. Can't accept all of this. You already got these clothes. It's pocket change. Anyways, I'm off. Legos, be a gentleman, offer to walk me home. Okay, so fucking definitely pays to be rich. Fucking money bags literally is just pocket change apparently. Rich boyfriend. Yeah. He's our sugar daddy, if anything. Say that more than anything, given we're trying to go up for fun here and we haven't really had much of, I think, actual difference of affecting going for him. We have our bodyguard and fucking sugar daddy. What? No. Ooh, come on. No. Okay, forget asking. You don't get a choice. Ah. Wait, oh, watch where you're putting your hands. Bye-bye, lovebirds. See you tomorrow. Bye. Have fun, Leos. Well, later, they both disappeared down the street. Lost in the crowd. Is that cheating? Would it be cheating if they cared? I mean, if they don't care, is it really cheating? Well, I guess it's just the 2 of us, kind of like old times. But we look around for a while. Like that. It felt so cold before, but just having these clothes doesn't seem so bad. Right? I wasn't expecting to make such a difference. You ever had clothes made for you? Well... Oh, I mean, before you lived in the forest. I just had hand-me-downs for my sisters. Sisters? I was about to ask more, but he looked away, brushing a strand of hair away from his face. Didn't seem like I wanted to talk about it right now. Side by side, we walked around the twilight-made city, just as Ilorin said. Sid Game had slums no different to anywhere else, despite the deceitful beauty. So it was hard done by people exist everywhere. Streets and low streets, staircase that led up into the unknown, mountains that spread out into the distance. There was so much to see. It's beautiful, isn't it? It is, but don't you think it also feels a little empty? Even with all the people around, it's like something is missing. Well, maybe you're right, but when I'm with you, I don't even notice things like that. Slept at a large bronze statue, a man in armor pointing underneath black red. Elliot the Great. I looked up at him, particularly interested. The others crowded around the monument, travelers no different to us, but from all over Vidus and maybe even beyond. Orange of the sunset had already changed to dark star-filled sky. Surrounding the statue were countless shops, eateries, and restaurants, but they all looked expensive. Let's not spend all the money Sign gave us at once, but I really am sorry. Also, stand in the darkness, attracting our gaze. Are you hungry? Starving, honestly. Pointing at the stall, stood out against everything else. The corner of the street. How about we try there? We approached, and the man behind the stall grinned at us, busy preparing skewers of meat and vegetables. I held my fingers and asked for 2, and we were quickly greeted with the delicious smell of his cooking. We quickly paid for our meal, and we started on our walk back to our rooms. This is delicious. Mine too. Would you like to try a bit? What are we having? Apparently we're just having, I assume, stall food, but what kind of stall food? Held up in my mouth to Fawn's apparent surprise, the skewer up and I took a bite. It's near full of flavor. I went back to nibbling at it. I glanced down at the ground. Does he want to try mine too? Oh, if you don't mind sharing, I would. You're blushing! Tried to hand him the full skewer, but he opened his mouth instead, and it's passing over his cheeks. Here you go. They're both so tasty. Before I knew it, we were standing outside the Silver Willows, walked through the entrances and straight toward our rooms. This was still nowhere to be seen, but wasn't too worried. He was capable of taking care of himself, hopefully. As I was about to open my door, Fawn spoke up. Rain, I was wondering if I could ask you something. Of course. What is it? Do you know how to dance? Dance? No, I've never tried. Why? Well, I'm a little nervous about going to the ball. I'm not sure I'll be able to fit in. Might need to dance, so I was thinking perhaps if you felt like we could practice together? That sounds fun. Okay, where do we start? I held open the door and we both entered my room. Okay, like, seriously though, where's my audio though? My audio. Where is it? Sit facing me before gently raising his arms to hang around my neck. Put your hands... Oh, I just realized they don't have their coats, so they look a bit different. You can put your hands on my back if you want. Followed his instructions, wrapping my arms around him, still waiting for the next direction. What now? I don't know. I was hoping you would have an idea. So they're both clueless. This is gonna go great. Two people who don't know how to dance. Think we need music dance suit? How about you sing? You don't want to hear me do that. Actually, it's been too long since the last time I got to hear you singing. I laughed and started humming to the tune of the song he sang in Stagwitch. It felt like so long ago already. Fine, they'll do. Fumbling, we danced along to the tune. It was messy and we got tangled up every so often, but it was fun. Fawn's song was broken up by giggles that became full-blown laughter. Flops to the ground, laughing at ourselves even more. So we're practically professionals at this point. Maybe I'll give up trying to find Cassidy and become a famous dancer instead. I'm sure they'd appreciate us dancing at the ball. You'd probably roll over dead at the sight of me dancing, but they'd be lucky if they got to watch you, at least, you know? Lying side by side, I rolled over and looked into Fawn's face. You're really breathtaking when you laugh. Your smile makes me want to smile too. You too. He strokes his head, calming the tousled strands of blue hair and out around him after an attempt at dance. Oh, I had something I wanted to talk to you about. I mean, Rain has definitely been complimenting, I think, Fawn the most. What's it? You know the dreams I keep having? Nodded with a serious expression on his face. I told Varus about them, but he wasn't exactly sure of the cause. He said it could be someone trying to keep me safe. Trying to keep you safe? Yeah, then last night she spoke to me again. It was different, though. Like she could hear me too. And sorry I didn't mention it before, but she said that someone's been following you, that whoever it is nearly here. Oh, right, I forgot, because that was the thing we told to the Leos, but we never got a time to bring it back up again. Fawn frowned at my words, but stayed silent. She disappeared. She said she couldn't stay. I'm scared, Fawn. Don't want anything bad to happen to us. Of course, I'm scared of what might have happened to her too. sorry, I know I sound crazy, worrying about a voice in my head. Do you think she's gone forever? I don't know. I really don't know. I think that what makes me even more scared. If she goes to sleep tonight, I find her gone. I have a kind heart, Rain. Much kinder than mine. If you want, I could stay here tonight. Might help if you're scared. Would you really? Yeah, of course. You know, I'd do anything to help you. Squeezed his hand tightly before standing up and stretching. I wonder how Leo's inside went. You worried about them? More like I'm worried for Leo's sanity. Well, they're fine, anyway. He just might act like he hates Sign, but he won't let him get hurt. Vaughn? I think I'm a bad person for what I tried to do to Sign. Could I? That wasn't your fault. You all know that. But what if it was my fault? What if that's just my true nature? Shook my head and pulled him up from the floor. Maybe Vaughn, and I know the kind person you are. Let's go sleep, alright? Nodded and we both crawled into bed. Moonlight still cascaded from the window, but it was humming. Before I knew it, I was fast asleep. Hello? Are you there? Sounds echoed through my mind. Surrounded by a warmth I could be nothing other than their body. I blinked to open my eyes and looked down at the weight. I could feel Vaughn's arm and leg thrown over me with his head on my chest. Moved, he cuddled in closer, nuzzling into my body. Felt nice. Shouldn't wake him just yet. His face was soft with porcelain skin. Of course, the first time I'd seen it, but something felt different about it at that moment. More intimate, more beautiful. Like a doll, both fragile and strong, with him in my arms, felt like I'd be happy to stay like this forever. His eyelashes fluttered open, suddenly his eyes met mine. Okay, I'm just curious. I'm gonna save here. I'm curious if I could just load and we just skip. Cause I'm curious. Cause the voice is still there, so I'm curious if I just skip. If it just somehow will miraculously just fix itself.
You know...
Cause having heard voices until now just feels so awkward. No, it's just still broken. Okay, we're just gonna have to keep reading then. Well, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. That's just broken like this for who knows how long, if not for the rest of the game. Good morning, Vaughn. What are you doing? I'm not doing anything. I woke up and you were there. Don't blame me. You have to stream rest. No, that's not what stream mode is. He went to pull away, but I held him close. Don't go yet. Isn't it comfortable? This isn't... Like, I feel awkward having to do voice of when, like, this whole playthrough has already had the voices enabled. So, my going voice for all these characters feel weird. Hello, Harold. I'm doing fine. Behind one stream. And just if you're unaware, like, as I've just mentioned, voice acting for some reason is like not working. So I'm gonna be reading all this until it fixes itself, or it's gonna be broken like this for the rest of the playthrough. Anyways, that's right. She's gone. When we were traveling through Amarath Forest, she was quiet too, but this feels like it's for real this time. This Fawn's route? Yes. Or at least I hope so. I don't know if I fucked up at any point where it ends up being different, but I'm pretty sure it's Fawn given we just had cuddle times with Fawn. I hope she's okay. I'm sorry, Rain. It's alright. I'm glad you were here when I woke up, though. Stayed like that for a while longer. Neither of us saying anything. It was comfortable. Silence. We didn't have to say anything to enjoy each other's company. At the side of the window, tweeted and chatted, enjoying the morning sunlight. Eventually, we rose from the bed and dressed, heading out to the lobby to find Leos. Leos, there you are. About time you showed up. By the way, thanks for help yesterday. Help? What'd I help you with? Let that horny fucker drag me off. Oh, did you have fun? What do you think? I think you really enjoyed it. Honestly, if you don't want to be dragged off by him, you want to have. Any news about when the voice acting will be uploaded to the game? I mean, here's the thing. It's supposed to already been uploaded. Unless there's something I'm mistaken, like somehow half the game is just now just not been voice acted or something. Cause like, up to now everything has been voice acted. For like 1 or 2 lines, I think. But about everything except for obviously the inner thoughts is all voice acted. It's just for some reason up to this point everything stopped voice acting. Cause like, where's it? I have voice acting on. It's supposed to be, and I'm pretty sure I remember when I first started playing this, they had already mentioned that all the voice acting is already done and uploaded, so for some reason everything stopped. What do you mean it's off again? It's on. I've literally not filled with anything. I've literally loaded through my past save files and they're on. Good morning. Did y'all miss me? Oh, Leos, why did you run off last night? I would have let you stay over, you know? Big bed. We totally both fit. You just moved to the other side of me, further away from the sign. This is an interesting development. Good morning, sign. Morning, sunshine. Did you have fun yesterday? You gave yourself a tour of said game. It's really something else. Oh hey, I want to ask. We saw this big statue and we were wondering who it was. Elliot? That's him. They call him Elliot the Godslayer. Was the general that led Sid Caim's armies during the Aurelian War. How do you get a title like that? Well, it's pretty self-explanatory. The story goes that he slayed an evil god that was threatening Sid Caim. Obviously, I thought they exaggerated a little, but perhaps it's actually true. I flashed back to our fight with Nox, how I struggled against him helplessly. Elliot must have been strong if he actually managed to kill someone like that. Anyway, I have great news. I've sorted everything out, and I could get you into the ball no problem. Go on, praise me. Good job, Sign. Both Fawn and I clapped, but Leos just folded his arms over his chest. Yeah, congratulations or whatever. What's the plan until then? Since we didn't get much chance to do it yesterday, it asks about around Caspian? Maybe the ball won't even be necessary and we'll just run into him. Oh, if that's the case, then we should split up. Why do we always want to split up? One-on-one time's fun. Okay, I pick Leos. Wait, what? Why me? I refuse. I winked at Fawn before linking an arm with Leos. Why not? I could compete for Rain, or I could take advantage of the fact that I have a tall, handsome man right here. He knows why. I mean, if you're referring by why he knows, I mean, they were talking to each other a while ago about making up. So, it's obvious obvious that Sign knows that Fawn has a thing for Rain. So I think now Sign's just given up on Rain and is just trying to be Fawn's wingman. While Leos, I imagine, is probably Tsundere. And obviously not a fan of Sign. Anyways, plus I don't mind hanging off of your arm for a day. I need a different arm. Oh, my mind's made up. I want you to meet me in the upper levels of by sundown. It's fully easy to find. The upper levels? Bye-bye, come on, Leos. At least wrap an arm around me whilst we walk or something. That was my sound. Leos looked at me pleadingly as he was dragged away by Sign once again. I kind of feel sorry for him. Me too. Not much we could do about it, though I bet he secretly enjoys it. Now, where should we go? Oh, and this intensifies. We made our way outside into the wintry wonderland that is Sidcam. Watch the clouds pass behind the mountain peaks as we walked. The mist clung to the tips, giving the whole city a mystical, fantastical feeling. Like, to live among the mountains, pretty amazing. Matt stood beside me, head held high. Didn't seem as bothered as he was before. Made me happy seeing him be confident. All that hid behind me in Stagwitch was long gone. First, we wandered through the main streets, speaking to people along the way. Asked them all the same questions, but they all shook their heads and told us they didn't know who I was talking about. Is it no good after all? Does he just not exist? I feel like I'm chasing after a ghost right there, but I can't seem to grab hold of any threads. Just look at how vast the world is, Rain. Bigger than you or I ever could have imagined. Full of all kinds of people, there'll be someone out there that knows about him. Well, I could ask more about Caspian from Nox. We'll be going to the ballroom bit, right? Heck if I know, that's apparently the plan that's been made. I don't know if we're gonna get there in a bit, as in if I'll get to that during the stream. Or if it's still a bit heads. Because mind you, this is my first playthrough, so I don't know what is going to happen. He put his hand on my shoulder and squeezed. Ray did well. Find him, I promise. Reached up and placed my hand on his. He smiled at me softly, sweetly. Fawn, what? Skid over the snow-ridden pavement, landed flat on my back, arms spread out, and Fawn rushed to my side and knelt down. Are you okay? Ouch. I think it's my pride that hurts the most. Now your pride hurts? Rain, I don't want to say anything, but you're incredibly clumsy. Always falling over and bumping into people. It's so not true. I'm a perfectly capable person. Perfectly capable of making a mess of things. Love that about you. Oh, you love me? That's not what I said. Oh, you don't? He answered me with a handful of snow dumped onto my face. That's cold. Okay, I'm sorry. Get what you deserve. Hey, I was wondering, have you ever actually seen snow? No, never. Look at this. Tapped slightly until I was kneeling beside him. He rolled 3 balls of snow and placed them on top of each other. Snowman Rain. Oh, it's cute. Then we need a snowman Fawn too. Rolled up 3 matching balls and considered a Fawn snowman right next to the other. There we go. Be lonely without you, after all. Have you had a chance to think about what you'll do after this? After I find Caspian, I really don't know anymore. Not that long ago, I would have said I'd gone home. Now is even an option? I'm not welcome there. So no, I have no clue if I stayed out there. What would I do? If I go home, would I have to pretend none of this ever happened? Difficult to think about. No matter what, I hope they'll still be able to see after this all ends. If this all ever ends. Maybe I could occasionally visit or something. Or you could level with us, that's the other option, Fawn. Maybe you don't only occasionally visit. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to. I want you to be there with me. Wherever that ends up being. Hell yeah! Stood up from the ground and brushed myself off around us. People glanced at the two men who just spent all time making snowmen. Shrugged at them. It's alright to have a little fun sometimes, right? No need to always be uptight. As we went to leave the area, Fawn suddenly stopped, turning a corner ahead of us. Someone with turn a corner ahead of us. Someone with long blue hair, not too different to his. She was a beautiful, kind of person who would turn heads, yet she dressed rather simply. Someone you know? No, it couldn't be. Sorry, I was just imagining things. He gave me a smile and we resumed our search. All the way through the sunset, nothing changed in anyone's response. They never heard of a man named Caspian who came through here around 18 years ago. The sun's already setting. It's out of the ball, and we've only been here a couple of days. We have plenty of time. Yeah, you're right. I guess we should be on our way. I think we're dressed well enough. I think we're dressed definitely well enough compared to how we were before. Seriously, I'm extremely curious about Fawn's past. Oh, should I assume that you then watch other people's playthroughs of this game and obviously everyone else's route? And I take it Fawn's past is very heavily hinted in some way, I take it? Just guessing based on reaction. Because as far as I'm aware, apparently as sisters, I'm assuming he did something really bad in his past. And that's like about as far as they've like been hinting at, as far as I'm aware, as going through his route as best as we can. Oh, you've seen Leos's route, okay. Yeah. As far as I've been it's been told. I'm like one of the few people that have seemed to be doing Fawn's route, so. Because if anything, I tend to do people's route that are probably the ones that people don't do because I like the cute characters. I don't know anything about Fawn. Okay. I'm not sure, honestly. Should we be wearing masks or something? If I think about it, we don't even know where it's being held. All Sign said was to meet him in the upper levels. So up we went, ascending said Kame's infinite mouse staircase that led further up the mountain. Eventually we're surrounded by a district that could only be described as home for the upper class. I couldn't see a single person that wasn't dressed in gorgeous flowing robes. They all looked, well, almost like royalty. Fawn's your favorite? You're saying it's your favorite even though you've only seen Leos route? Okay. I think it's just because of his looks. And imagine a bit of his character based on, obviously, him being in Leos route, I take it. Because I immediately just gravitated towards him because he's adorable. And also, he was also the only character we got to interact with in the demo, so. The crowd streamed down the large street towards a white, intricate building. Looking at it, you could almost call it a palace. He followed along, trying to blend in. As we approached, Sign's golden hair came into view. Went to the way, but decided to slide against it. Hello, you two. Follow me. No, I didn't find anyone who's playing Fawn. Same few that pick Leos. Oh. And, okay, so if I'm understanding it in some places, yeah, I'd imagine. Because the way I've understood with, like, BL games, either people like the handsome, good-looking dudes in routes, or people like, I guess in Sign's case, given he's probably a bit different, because I don't think it's a really common thing in other games. Given he's a stupid, horny fuck. So I could imagine those are the reason why people go for those two the most. While the rest of the majority of BL community, I feel, is like, cute characters, whatever. We'll get to them last, if not second. So if anything, it kind of feels nice I'm the only one that tends to go for these characters' routes first. Do everyone else's last. With an air of sophistication, he turned and led us towards the door, where he handed a golden lettered envelope to the guard. He started with me, looked above us for a moment, scrutinizing our every movement, stood completely still, waiting for him to tell us to get lost. Eventually he nodded and the three of us walked into the building. We walked into the room and I could barely contain a gasp. It was fanciful like nothing I'd ever seen. A high ceiling decorated with intricate golden spirals and swirls took up my vision first, and then the large hanging chandelier. Actually very happy I found someone who picked one. Not the one that seemed to be happy that someone's playing fun throughout. I'm glad to be the person. So hopefully you enjoy this playthrough. You just stick with it. It's kind of sad that most people just picked either Leos or Cyan. I could imagine, probably as an audience, that just for the few people that want to see the cutesy type of characters, I can imagine Cat sucks not really being able to find people that do those routes. The one floor was so well polished I could see my reflection. The room was already filled with people dressed to the nines. Balgons and suits of every color, even dressed as well as I was. A little underdressed. How the hell do we look underdressed? I swear, I gotta see what the fuck the people of the city looks like if we're supposedly underdressed for Rain's definition. Time pulled us to one side and whispered to us, "Well, as far as I could go, I don't want to run to my mother. Listen closely. These people really don't care about what you have to say, but if you say something that they can use against you, they'll take it. They're ruthless. Don't attract too much attention to yourselves. Oh, and try to have fun. See ya." Left Fawn and I alone, glancing at each other in worry. I'm not feeling awfully confident right now. I can't say that I'm either. As for the crowd, they stood close together, chatting pleasantly amongst themselves, taking no note of us. Suppose we have to start somewhere. Excuse me, miss? Nothing. She didn't even turn her head my way. I'm looking for someone. You walked away uninterested. I'll give it a try. Approached a young man standing alone. He was dressed up handsomely with an impressive hat on his head. "Sir, do you have a moment? May I ask you a question?" Looked at Fawn up and down. Exclaimed that he was busy, then left. They're not awfully approachable. Makes me wonder how Cyan ended up so friendly, being surrounded by people like this all of his life. Seriously, it is amazing to turn out like that instead of this. People are just awful. I mean, what else are you supposed to expect from a bunch of rich people? This tends to be a trend of anything with rich people. Rude, yeah. I can kind of picture why for us now. Guys aren't much fun, are they? Doesn't seem like you fit in at all. Together we tried to talk to pretty much everyone in the room. Finally a few answered us, but they didn't know who we were talking about. Or I imagine probably don't want to tell us. Others are too busy in their own conversations to listen to us. Really were nothing in front of them. I sighed sitting down at an empty table. Fun did the same. We're still not getting anywhere. What do I need to do to get some attention around here? They really care about themselves. Well, I do have one idea. How about a dance? Dance? Here? Now? No, there's far too many people around. Come on. I don't want all that practice from last night to go to waste. You can't call that practice, we both suck. I stood and dragged Fawn back to the center of the ballroom, where music from the band had people twirling around the dance floor. Let's go! We haven't had a CG in a while. Practice. Seriously, how do... Rain's saying that they look underdressed. I feel like we fit in just fine. Just a little dance? Fine, just for a little bit. At first we started slowly, simply in time to soft music. Tried to ignore the stares from the others, wondering why two servants they'd never met before were dancing. Missing overcoats, I guess. I don't know if overcoat makes you any fancier, but okay. Our feet mostly moved out of time to each other and stumbled around a little, but that didn't matter. We smiled all the same. Song picked up, our movements became slightly faster, and I spun Fawn around. When his arms snaked back around my neck, pulled him closer than before. Our eyes stayed locked together the entire time. For once, even Fawn dared not look away. I think people are watching. Let them, I don't mind. Sorry that I'm not better at this. You're perfect. Ah! Horrible! I rested my forehead against his, I'm not sure why. It just felt like the right thing to do in the moment. I felt him go stiff from shock before relaxing into the embrace once again. What are you doing? Resting just for a moment. I'll say I have no clue what I'm doing. I wouldn't mind if a moment like this lasted forever. This again with me one day? Of course, I'd do anything for you. Dang, this is cute. Same. I remember seeing the scene of this, I believe, with them. But I don't think I ever saw if it was ever posted them doing this. It's adorable. Opened my eyes again and looked over his shoulder. On the other side of the room, my eyes locked in on a man with orange hair, pulled back into a ponytail, wearing an apron and dressed very simply. He looked at us dancing for a moment before going back to what he was doing. On, look over there. Let's go talk to him. Pulled Fawn by the hand, chasing after the mysterious man disappearing back. As we got closer, he turned around in shock, surprised at hearing approaching footsteps. Wait, excuse me. I'm sorry for scaring you. It's alright, I was just a little surprised that anyone was paying attention to me. I could say the same to you. No one else will even respond if I talk to them. My name's Rain, and this is Fawn. We're here accompanying, Sir Synaculus. Do you have a moment? I looked back at a doorway at the back of the room. Waiters and waitresses regularly walked in and out, carrying trays of expensive-looking foods. I have a moment, but I'll have to get back to the kitchen quickly. We could chat whilst we walk. My name's Hone, by the way. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I'm not voice acting, so I don't know if any name is going to be pronounced correctly, by the way. Rain is on the clock. He's got time. I'm sure he's got time. I've worked in food business. He's got time to spare, especially because they're going to be walking, so we got time. Oh, and are you a chef or something? Plot twist is pronounced honey. God, I'm gonna hate myself if that's somehow how it's fucking pronounced. I'm just a baker. His freckled face lit up as he spoke. He had an air around him that made him easy to talk to, despite not being that talkative himself. Looking for a man named Caspian, he would have come through here around 17, 18 years ago. That's a long time, but if you think really carefully. Caspian, I know him, yeah. Even if you don't know, if I could direct him to anyone else. Wait, what? Caspian, tall, brown hair. I see him every now and then. Okay, so Caspian isn't dead. Can you tell us where to find him? He reached the doorway and Hone rests his hand against it. No bakery in the lower districts. Can you stop by tomorrow? We could talk more about him then. I can't chat anymore or I'll be at risk of not getting invited next time. Okay, alright, got it. I'll be there. He bowed his head slightly and disappeared into the kitchen. Fun. I can't believe it, finally. See, I told you everything would be okay. What now? I don't exactly feel welcome here. Either, why don't we get out of here already? On the way past, we both picked up some food and ate it whilst we left. Dance practice! No one took any notice of us, but there's nothing new. They were all far too busy with themselves. Okay, so we got out there with all things we need. We got info, and we got food. Not only any kind of food, free rich people's food! The air outside was bitterly cold, biting down to our core, making us walk just a little bit closer to each other. As we left the building, we noticed someone standing in the shadows, arms crossed. Leos? Oh, no, never mind, Ilorin. How time you showed up. Maybe you were having a little too much fun in there, hmm? How the hell do you know? Oh, Ilorin. Were you waiting for us? I was indeed. Some news about Soren, but this isn't the time or place to talk about it. Do you know Hone's Bakery? Lower districts? He nodded. Yes, there by midday tomorrow. Hey, wait, where's Ferris? I only noticed that the peach-haired man with a blue bird were anywhere in sight. We're not always together, you know. Watching over Soren at the moment. For some reason, he's been worried sick. Will he be okay? Let's talk tomorrow, midday. Hone's Bakery. Why would I say nothing? Of course I'm gonna thank him for whatever help he's been able to do for us. Why is that an option? Thank you, Ilorin. He turned around and left, quickly disappearing into the night. Not just free rich people's food, but free rich people's food made by Hone. Yeah, I guess. Though he mentioned that he was invited, so I imagine probably other chefs were invited, I imagine. So probably not just his food, but you know, so. In the end, it's all rich people's food. Because that's some fucking ball palace or whatever. As mysterious and troublesome as ever. What do you think he wants from us? I don't know. At first, I didn't think he wanted anything. Our meetings were just coincidence after all. But now it feels like he wants something from us. I don't know. On the opposite side of the spectrum, Ferris seems incredibly kind and good-natured. Can't imagine him using us for anything. Well, I can't imagine him using us for anything nefarious. There's still reasons for why Ilorin and Varus wants to get to... I was gonna say Sakam, but that's not the place. Where the fuck the Rain's hometown city was. Where that place was. I absolutely forgot the name of it. Sounds like foreshadowing. We did have the moment that they mentioned that they need Rain for some way to get to his home. However that's gonna work. Or like, right, that's what it was. Okay. Because I forget the name of it, because like Sid Cam's like the one that I remember is always mentioned. So I just absolutely forgot it, because it's not brought up that often. Well, it's a problem for a different time. Tonight we're celebrating. So go tell the others. Finally being overcome by the frigid cold, we rushed back towards the silver willows, leaving footprints in the fresh snow. We came towards the door. Fawn stopped and looked at my face closely. You... He reached up and put his hand on my face, as if not satisfied. He closed his eyes and leaned in close. What are you... Please tell me this is a kiss. Please tell me this is a kiss and this isn't me being teased. Oh, I know what to do. Don't mess this up now, Rain. Let's go! Shut my eyes and our lips met. It was soft, sweet. Felt his eyelashes flutter against my cheeks before they closed again. Thank goodness it wasn't me getting teased. Because I know, I'm pretty sure we're playing a few other BL games where they just fucking tease and it's like, fuck. Nope, we get it, let's go! We get the kiss. We're locked in now. This is definitely the Fawn's route now. If this wasn't any more of a confirmation. My heart felt like it could be out of my chest at any moment, even though I was filling my head previously vanished, turning to mush. It was warm, like nothing I'd ever felt before, and I couldn't think of a single other person I'd like to share this with. No refunds. My hands against his cool cheeks, I pulled him closer. Feels the awkwardness melting away and he pressed further into me. Stayed like this for what felt like both hours and mere moments. Eyes opened again and he jumped away in shock. The snow. Pardon? I was just reaching up to brush off the snow. His was completely red and I wouldn't have been surprised if mine was too. Stayed with our arms wrapped around each other, but still clinging onto the kiss. Now, this would be better if this was voice acted, but unfortunately, I can only assume it's bugged. We'll take what we could get. Before I could say anything, he turned and ran inside, probably all the way back to his room. Alone and embarrassed beyond measure, I found my way back to my room and flopped down on my bed. In my head, I repeated the words that both Fawn and Ilorin had said to me. I was beating quickly. There was a strange warmness in my chest. I don't ever want to part with him. To be by his side and never let him be alone again. I want to pull him close and kiss him. I think I'm falling in love with Fawn. I'm pretty sure at this point you made that move. I don't think there's room for thinking at this point. Is it possible? Is that what this feeling is? Oh yeah, I kind of also forgot that Rain also is like unaware what love is. Never mind. I forgot the boy is still learning. I forgot. It made no sense when they explained it to me, but now I can just tell this is love. I stood up and walked towards my door. My hand rested on the knob, but couldn't open it. I have to go see him right now. I want to tell him. It's too scary though. I just love how you feel like that. I've never been scared to talk to him before. Maybe for now it's better if I rest on it and think about it tomorrow. Yeah, that's about right, idea. I undressed and crawled in bed alone. It felt so big and empty. Hands wandered up to my lips and I felt where Fawn's hand not that long ago. Let's do it again. Poor guy didn't even know what love is when the stream began. Yeah. He's grown so much on this journey. Now it's only a matter of time before he learns what sex is now. Not long now. Which I still am very concerned, given I don't know how streamer mode's gonna deal with that. Unless that also happens to be bugged too. So, cross my fingers, my channel doesn't go down whenever that comes around. With my eyes closed, I drift off into the empty dreamland, thinking of Fawn. Streets of Sikkim were practically lonely at night. Moonlight bounced off the snow, casting everything with a cold, eerie glow. No one walked the streets, choosing instead to be tucked up in their warm, comfortable beds. Well, that was nearly true. Not a fog against the cold weather, trudging through the pure white snow. watched the moon as he walked, and he thought he never stopped thinking. He began to wonder if it was even possible to not constantly be pondering or deliberating. Up ahead, a medium-sized low-profile building came into view, the one he was looking for. From far away, he wondered if the one he left in there was also thinking about him. Why would he be? He has other things on his mind. Knocks and Soren. Approached the building and knocked 3 times sharply, making his presence known. Shuffling came from inside before the sounds of locks being unlatched. The door opened and he was face to face with a pink-haired man. Oh. Oh, he's Zareen? Oh, okay. Oh, Zareen, did you miss me? Where's the brat? Much as I'd miss any other pain my behind. Titus is out. No, he doesn't appreciate you calling me that. Why do you leave your bird here anyway? Don't be so harsh. He doesn't like the cold. You're far too attached. They don't live long, you know. He'd devastated once he's gone. Ha, joke's on you. He's not a normal bird, though. Tell me about it. Ah, nonsense. We'll just have to go together, eh? Running your mouth as usual. Take your bird and leave. Yes, sir. Oh, how's he looking? We'll need to conduct some tests. I can't answer that yet. Fairly, he seems stable. His breathing is normal. He just won't awaken. Bringing the details tomorrow if I must. You're not home, right? That cute baker down the lower districts? We'll be there at midday tomorrow. The other ones I told you about will be waiting for us. Fine, now go away. I'm far too busy to be chatting with you. Fine. Really no fun, you know that? What was that bang? Bluebird hopped onto Ilorin's shoulder and Zareen answered him by oh, the bang was the door being slammed. Pink-haired man. Damn. I mean, how else do you describe a man with pink hair? It's a pink-haired man. He walked a distance from the door before speaking to the little bluebird who tweeted beside him. How'd it go, Varys? Do Varys's pecs. Oh, it's Morse code. Oh. Through Varys's pecs, Varys managed to get his messages across about what happened to Soren. Ilorin still wasn't fully satisfied. Okay, so this explains how Varys has been communicating through bird form because of the different ways of pecking. Interesting. Usually he wasn't so soft as to need Varys' human form beside him at all times. In fact, he got used to conversing with his bird form, but tonight he felt a loneliness that wouldn't cease, no matter how much he wished it away. He didn't respond. The bird fluttered from his shoulder onto the ground, and poof of smoke. Naked man appeared. Whoa, what are you doing? It's freezing. You don't say? A moment later, he was dressed in his poncho, thanks to Ilorin. Still shivered, his legs and feet uncovered. Why'd you do that? Change back. You can't walk through the snow like that. I don't want to. I like chatting. Later, when we're back inside. Later as well. Then I'm fine like this. No, you're not. Zaida knelt down in front of Varys. What are you doing? Hop on. I'll carry you the rest of the way back. There we go. At least your feet won't fall off this way. I think I got my summer vacation's literally 4 a.m. Why the hell are you here at 4 a.m.? Okay. Well, listen, no, I'm probably gonna go for, if maybe at most, like 30 more minutes, I think. So, if at most, unless I get distracted by more of what's ever happening, because I forgot it's already been an hour past now of me doing this. I absolutely forget what time it is playing this game over every time. The story's so fascinating with whatever the hell's going on. Drama in life. Varys snuggled in close, trying to steal as much body hair as he could. Feels nice. Thank you, Ilorin. I could always depend on you. You better appreciate it now. So you're back in the sky or whatever. Be able to be pampered by me anymore. Oh, that's the reason why they're trying to get Cirilla? Alright, I wanted to speak to you about that. Eternity. It's a lonely, boring thing to exist forever. Is there anyone that would want that truly? Usually stay up late to us, so it's no problem. Alright then, if you say so. Ilorin's breath still unsure of where this was going. He's not gonna tell me he wants to stay after all, is he? To exist until the end of time, and after that too, I can think of a worse fate. Ilorin's scary too painfully to ever bear the thought of. I want to stay as a human forever, and I wish even less stay as a god forever. I think that perhaps my time is coming. Sooner than I'd originally thought. What are you talking about? You know, when I first got my human body, I felt like I had a purpose to grow with my family first and foremost, then after to watch my parents and my birthplace. But time takes everything. Everything except for me, the only one that gets left behind. My parents died, my hometown doesn't even exist anymore. What purpose did I have then? Powerless as a god and worthless as a human being. You're not. You've never been worthless. Whereas it's just as I told you when we first met. I wandered for hundreds of years. No place to call home. I had no reason to exist. No right to this body when I couldn't do anything for my followers. It's only when we met that I wanted to find a relic of Vela again. Before then, I'd already given up on ever being able to return. I thought that if I found them again, I could rejoin them. Go back to being the god that I was before. I had a long time to think, Ilorin. More time than anyone deserves. And it took me that whole time to work it out. Finding a relic of Vela and freeing my fellow gods won't fix anything. I don't intend to rejoin them. It's my final mission, and we'll see my peoples freed. After I have that closure, it's time for me to pass on. Can't be serious. This isn't how I want it to be. No, I know, I'm better than anyone else. He's completely serious. His mind's been made up. Old gods die, and new ones will take their place. I'll be a new god of the harvest, and I hope they'll be able to do things I was never able to do. Be the god that I could never be. Whereas no one could ever take your place. You've earned it. Once Ilorin was glad that Varus was unable to see his face. Eyes watered up, starting to overflow at any moment. Varus wrapped his arms even tighter around Ilorin. You're far too kind to me. I'll keep the memories we shared close to my heart, always and forever. Never thought this would be how it would end up when we met all those years ago. Never thought I'd become this attached. Perhaps if I hadn't given him that push 7 years ago. Cool sea breeze below the dusk filled streets of Stagwich. Carrying it with a familiar feeling of home. Market stalls filled the sides of the road, covered only by thin line tarps. I reached under and pulled out an apple. Huh, they're too trustworthy here. Anyone could come by and rob them blind. Few people walked here and there, but none saw his thievery. Wasn't so dumb as to let himself be caught, especially not by people like them. Continued down the street, aimlessly throwing the apple up and down. Even Stagwich, huh? Been here for 2 days already, but I haven't heard a single word about it. More false leads. Further you walked, more run down the houses began to look. The candle lit could still be seen through the windows. They weren't abandoned, just well loved. When peered inside, happy families gathered around, laughing and eating, enjoying themselves despite having near to nothing. his eyes away and kicked a rock further down the path. Enjoy it while you still have it. A solitary figure walking a lonely road, just as he had been for many years. His eyes finally left the ground, spied someone kneeling on the pavement before a great statue depicting a bird. As he approached, he found the statue not as gray as he had first thought. Cracks and vines littered the stone, giving off the impression of being long abandoned. In front, an old man knelt, praying feverishly. Oh, is this a young Ilorin? What are you doing, old man? Oh, you surprised me. Jumped up and whirled around, surprised at suddenly being called out to. Praying to Varus that our next harvest will be bountiful. Praying? What, to God? You gotta be kidding me. Might sound silly to you, youngin', but that doesn't mean it's pointless. I gotta believe someone's watching out for me. Blind faith in such a demonic being makes me laugh. The gods don't care about us. They all know loyalty to us. They never have. What's the point? He's not watching over you. He can care less about what happens to people like us. Whether he's watching or not, I don't know, but that won't stop me from praying, as I always have. Blind faith, my favorite. How often are you here, old man? Every day? Just once a week. He's a fan of music, you know. So sometimes I sit by his statue and play him a tune. The only one left to do it for him. An old fool so easily tricked. Really couldn't care less. I didn't ask for your life story. You didn't ask, but you have the looks of a man that could use a little faith in life. Everyone scoffed and the old man quickly departed, leaving him in a shadow of the statue. A little bit of faith, huh? Where were they when they let my mother die then? He looked at the statue with a smooth touch, brushed the moss off the plaque. Varus, god of the harvest. For 6 days it was much the same. Ilorin sat by the foot of the statue, panpipes in hand. He'd play for a few hours, softly and sweetly, but expected nothing in return. At times a bluebird landed in a tree nearby, listened to his music, watching intently. I never found it strange, but not strange enough to think about it in depth. Oh. So Varus was... Oh. So even though Varus couldn't do anything, I imagine that I guess he was actually listening to the old man then. And now he's listening to Ilorin. Interesting. Notes rang out through the night once again, echoing back hollowly. What am I doing? This is a waste of time. I have to bear that the old man lives out the rest of his days in blissful unawareness and peace. And that his prayers will actually do something. Only my mind could so easily be put to rest. Tonight no blue birds sat watching him, listening to his song. He played his tune to no one but himself. With a sigh, he resigned himself to give up. Then he dusted himself off and began to leave, before he got sigh of something out of the corner of his eye. Pink peach hair, someone was standing behind a tree close by, peering in his direction. And I take it he's naked behind the tree? Given his uninterested in wearing clothes? Standing in the dark like that, a little creepy. Ellen took a few steps forward, coming face to face with the mysterious man. A little disheveled and dusty, wearing loose-fitting rags for clothing. Oh, okay, never mind. I guess he's always had that. Okay. What are you doing? Ah. Man's eyes went wide, and he instantly turned and ran. Ellen gave chase, following close behind him. Hey, wait. Why are you running? Leave me alone. Featured man put up a fight, but Ilorin was faster. Reached out and grabbed a hold of his wrist, forcing him to a halt. Ilorin could open his mouth. Boy disappeared in a poof of smoke. Coughed and spluttered, fanning the mist away. Early expecting to be naked. Yeah, I thought so too, because, again, with how, like, he mentioned he's not a fan of clothing, or choosing to wear it or whatever. Interesting to see that he's always had the poncho, apparently. A small bird fluttered through the smoke upwards, heading for the skies. Seeing this, Ilorin leapt forward, clutching the animal to his chest as he fell to the ground. Smoke appeared once again, but Ilorin wasn't a fool this time. With the human body under him, he held fast. Oh, okay, so... Are we gonna see nude Varys again? Smoke dissipated. He was greeted with the same peach-haired, but... Leaving Ilorin confused on the ground, the man struggled out of his grasp and retrieved his clothes, quickly dressing him. Ilorin jumped to his feet, circling around. You disgusting demon, who are you? Answer me, or am I that far beneath you, huh? Think you're so amazing? He was naked for a bit, but we didn't get to see it. Though it's kind of funny to think of the fact that Ilorin basically held him down naked for that split moment. I know what you are. I know what you're like. You're kind of ruined my life. My mother died. You killed her. Never met you before. Don't give me the blame for something I had nothing to do with. You're meant to be the god, aren't you, Varys? His eyes went wide, but he didn't utter a word. Some god, look at you. She's right in the middle of nowhere. It's almost funny. This demon has turned his back on all of us. You don't care, do you? You don't care even if we beg you, even if we pray to you every day. Still ignore her, please. Goodbye, I don't have anything to say to you. You're running away? Kill you. I'll kill every last one of your kind. Charged up Varys, dagger pulled from his boot. Oh? Before he had time to think, he flipped over as if he weighed nothing. Back hitting the ground with a dull thud. Pain ran through his entire body, making his fingers go numb. Is that it? Get up. Didn't you say you were going to kill me, or are you nothing but talk? Don't come charging at me if you don't have the strength to follow it through. Varys stood over Ilorin, his face dire. Finally, from up close, Ilorin knows something about the man. Eyes were blank, absent. Huh, this is nothing. Does it feel good, knowing that you're attacking the people you're meant to be protecting? Oh, that's right. That's what you do. I'm defending myself. You're the one who won't leave me alone. Stop coming here and go home. Home. I have no home to return to anymore. Now that I've finally lured you out, demon god, I'll kill you, even if I kill myself in the process. Tell me, am I right? Are you Varys? Yes, my name is Varys, but I'm no god. Not anymore. Don't try to find me again. Pretend this never happened. Before he could turn away, Ilorin yelled loudly, making Varys jump. Wait. What am I doing? I don't have to tell him anything, and yet... All you're doing is proving me right, you know? That old man, he really believes in you. There's nothing left of me to believe in. Come back here tomorrow, you'll see for yourself. Then later, and he was gone. Lost somewhere in the shadows of the night. They met one in the flesh, but why did he seem so... melancholic? As if every fiber of his being was riddled with despair. It's not what I expected to find, but he's still a god? Demon? Both? I learned to weigh his options carefully. Thinking back on his decision, what use was directing Varys back to the old man anyway? Was any end yet? Ilorin cast the thoughts of his mind and left the statue behind for the night, resolving to return to the next day yet again. Lone figure sat in front of a large statue, hugging his knees tightly. Staying like this for a time, deep in thought. His fingers brushed again the cool stone statue. He found himself surprised. Someone had cleaned it, where before moss was growing in abundance, it was now as smooth as day was placed there. remember that day all too well, how the people rejoiced and celebrated. We observed from above, happier than ever. Watched over the lamp for hundreds of years by then. Will had come and gone, and Varus had seen all of it. What now? Now I'm nothing. Cannot watch over them or protect them. I'm nearly powerless. What point is there continuing on like this? Wandering from place to place with no real purpose? What you're doing is proving me right, you know. The old man really believes in you. I have no believers left. If I did, I'd know. I'd be able to hear their prayers, I'm sure of it. What did you want anyway? He's annoying. Well, he did play beautiful music, though. He has his reasons for hating us. After all, he's not wrong. I don't care even if we beg you, even if we pray to you every day, you still ignore our pleas. What does he hate us so much? What did I do to earn his ire? Shaking his head, Varus stood from his spot and reached upwards towards the statue. It was so close yet, it felt further away than anything else. What must I do to gain my purpose? That was a long flashback, by the way. That was gonna be short. I guess we're getting the whole backstory for Varus and Ilorin. Finally, I guess. Today was much like any other day. Ilorin traveled from place to place, listening to gossip and swindling secrets. The life of a bounty hunter was hard, but it was the only thing he knew. It was an easy way to make money, and he only needed to risk his life every now and then. To him, this was a win-win situation. Going out in a blaze of glory, well, certainly sounded appealing to him. Ilorin raised his hand to shield his eyes from the blazing sun. Very past midday and unbelievably hot. I see many deals about their past and how they met. It is. Because it also doesn't help how much they like just been hinting up to this point now, so definitely good to see it now, I guess. I'm kind of curious because what was it? Because while you mentioned about hoping it was gonna be a what was it, flashback? Yeah. So am I to assume this isn't in the other, or I guess in Leos's route when you watch someone play through it? Am I assuming Ilorin and Varus' backstory is just probably exclusive to Fawn's route? Possibly. I'm still very curious on what exactly how much of this game is like different based on routes. Yes, okay. Okay, that's very interesting to see then. It's time. I wonder if he'll show. He made his way back down the same path as he had walked all week. As he came closer, he noticed someone. Varus stood behind a tree, watching the old man pray with all his heart. Looked as if he wanted to approach, but kept stopping himself. Ilorin stayed back, watching the scene unfold. Eventually, Varus stepped out from behind the tree, stood by the praying man, quickly scrambled to his feet to greet him. Oh, sorry for taking all the space, young'un. You here to pray too? You pray to a god? Of course, to Varus. But why? Always have, always will. Growing up my entire life, would gather here to pray. Oh, my entire family would gather here to pray. Other families too, I'd say half of Stagwitch basically lived at the statue. We celebrated with music, marvel at the blue friends that would gather by the statue. It was wonderful. What I'd give to go back to that time. Do you still believe in him? Don't you worry that he isn't watching out for you anymore? I'm too old to be worrying about something like that. Even if his gaze is turned elsewhere, I know that he's out there somewhere doing good. Now, if only he knew he's talking to the god himself. grandchildren don't believe in Varus, and my wife died. What must be 10 years ago now, but still come here every Sunday and pray. Reminds me of those happy times. Seeing you're a little lost, and you know, that's alright. Sometimes you have to lose yourself before you can find yourself, after all. Anyway, I'll be moving on. About time I got supper on. Man nodded at Varus and left, returning back to his home. The air in front of the statue was suddenly quiet, and then finally came out from his hiding place and approached Varus. Only as he came closer did he begin to hear what started as old sobs and quickly became flooding tears. He collapsed to his knees, staring up at the statue. He's the first one I've met in over a century. Real believer. I've never heard his prayers. A single one. Not real God anymore. I'm just nothing. It's people like them to that old man and his wife. It's so much faith in me. I couldn't help them. I couldn't protect them. Why? Why must it exist? How can I possibly overcome this pain? Why does he seem so heartbroken? Is he actually... Do you take his belief in you for nothing? He whipped around, eyes fixated on Ilorin, even if he couldn't see. What? He's putting all his belief into you, not anyone else, and this is how you repay him? What else am I meant to do? I'm powerless to do anything else. I understand, there's no point in trying anymore. I don't know what you're going through, that's true, but there's something I do know. Achieving your goals is never impossible unless you want it to be. You can find your purpose. At that moment, Varus looked more vulnerable than ever. Something changed. It was as if weight had been lifted off to his shoulders, just from being told something so simple. You're right. There's something I could do. He stood and wiped away his tears with a look of determination. Where are you heading? I don't wish to fight you anymore, please. I'm looking for a fight. I asked where you were going. Within his eyes, a fire was now lit. I want to help him regain what he lost. Maybe, in the meantime, I'll also be able to learn a thing or two. I'm gonna save my people and become a god once again. That sounds like a difficult task. I don't know where to start, honestly. Perhaps you could use someone with a knack for solving problems then. Might be right. I'll have to ask around. So you could turn into a bird? I can. I'll help you on 2 conditions. What would they be? 1, you tell me the truth about the gods. 2, you help me with my bounty hunting. The journey may be long, may even be never-ending. First meeting? Learn how Ilorin and Varus met. Okay, that's it. I'll have a lot spare time on my hands anyway. I could use something fun to do. Plus, I'm looking for a bounty hunting partner. Just like that, we met from enemies companions. Kind of embarrassing remembering how I acted back then. So ignorant, so cocky. Yeah, I kind of was. Really didn't give a shit about really how he was to people, I guess. We traveled together, inching closer and closer to finding a relic of Ella. Found that we got along well, more so than anyone else I'd ever met, despite our differing personalities. Hi, welcome to stream. Kinda just missed us getting the Ilorin and Varus backstory. So, he was both kind and funny, self-sacrificing, good-natured. Before I realized it, we were already inseparable, or that's what I thought. Ilorin? Yeah, of course. If that's what you want, then I'll help you achieve that. 7 years we've been together. To think that could be taken away so suddenly. Faced with the uncomfortable future, Ilorin had one thing on his mind. Thinking strain to bury kept resurfacing. I love him. What happened to we're just friends? Huh? Ilorin? What happened to that? What happened to we're just friends a while ago when we asked about that, about them being a thing? To be completely honest, I randomly found you through a really old video from a tiny channel. You guys are playing similar genre games? You just randomly found me? Oh, okay. That's interesting. Also, I mean, if they're also playing BL games, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the same genre. Because, I mean, most of my channel has been centered around that, if anything. Granted, I play other games too, and other things I do as well, but BL visual novels tends to be the thing that people seem to be somewhat interested in watching me do for whatever reason. But also, bit unfortunate that you kind of came in now, because I think now's probably good enough time for me to end stream here. They're playing RPG Maker games? Oh, I don't think I mean, the thing is, I haven't really played much RPG Maker games. I don't think. I think I've played at least 2, if not 3 on my channel. But, again, anyways, I've been here for like an hour and a half, and unfortunately, voice acting for some reason is not working anymore. So, I've not checked their new game yet. Because I want to finish this first before I move on to something else that's from them. I wasn't aware of that they were released the demo yet, so good to know. But anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna bring up end screen up because not sure how much more of me reading is gonna be able to go, let alone as I've mentioned many times, it's farther than where attention span with people watching my videos. So I'll end it here for now. So next week we'll continue with this, probably Wednesday again. That was Wednesday, right? My schedule's been all off mentally. It was Wednesday. Okay, yeah. So yeah. Gonna schedule this again for next week, probably same time around. Probably same time again. So anyways, yeah, gonna bring up Instagram, will be done. So anyways, thank y'all for stopping by. Hopefully it's been fun watching some weird way. A lot of interesting happened so far in the stream. With this bit that we got through. So yeah, so anyways, everybody have a good day, night, evening, or have you, because I don't know where all in the world. So anyways, bye.